Hey there, this is Math Level C Lesson 29. First, we're going to be on our textbook work pages. Lesson 29, find part 1. I'll read the instructions. Make a number family for each problem. First, put the two values in the number family, then put the circled number in the number family. Remember, we can read the problem without reading the circled number. That tells where the letters go in the family. Problem A, R is 12 larger than V. I don't know if we can see that one very well. All right, so it says R is 12 larger than V. If I'm going to read it without the circle 12, ready? R is larger than V. So which letter goes at my end? R. So I know that goes like that. And my difference number always comes here. 12 VR. Let's look at B. Make sure you're keeping up and writing this on your lined paper as well. F is 56 less than W. If I reread it and skip the 56, the circled number, I will find out where to put the letters. F is less than W. So I know that W is more, so W goes here, and F goes here. And my difference number is 56. C. F is 12 more than 31. If I read it without the 12, the circle 12, F is less than 31. So I have F is less than 31. This time I had a letter and a number. Now I have to put the difference number in. The difference number that's circled in C is 12. So this one I actually can solve. D. Just plugging them in on the line where they go. 70 is 12 less than P. So I have 70 is 12 less than P. If I read it without the difference number, 70 is less than P. P is my big number, 70. And then my difference number goes here. Let me squeeze E in. Definitely squeezed in. All right, E. It reads, R is 56 more than 280. I'm going to read it without the difference number. R is more than 280. So I know R goes at the end of my line. 280 goes here. And then what is my difference number? 56. When you are finished writing those down, you can get ready to start part 2. Part 2 in your textbook looks like this. For each rectangle, you'll write the number you know how to count by, which means you can count by 5s, you can count by 2s, you can count by, well, we've learned how to count by 9s, but let's just go ahead and write the number sentence. So for A, my number sentence is going to be the sides 8 times 5 equals blank, and my label is square miles. Look at the picture for B. Side is 6 times 2 equals blank, square miles. And C, 6 times 9 equals blank, square miles. Go ahead and solve those. When you are finished, we will move on to part 3. Part 3. I'll read what it says in the box. Follow along. Here's a statement about D. D is less than 12. So D could be any number that is less than 12. D couldn't be 14. 14 is not less than 12. D couldn't be 12 because 12 is not less than 12. D could be 10 because 10 is less than 12. Touch A. Okay. Let's read the rule for A. Let's see. R is more than 17. R is more than 17. So I know that it's more than 17. So which numbers could R be? You are going to write A, B, C, and D on your paper. For A, what numbers could R be? They could be 18 or 56, right? Because both of those are more than 17. Find B. The statement for B. 21 is more than box, or box is less than 21. So look at the numbers given. Which numbers could be the box? Less than 21. 20 and 4, right? Those are the only numbers it could be because they are the only numbers that are less than 21. Your turn. Do the rest of the problems in part 3. Remember, for each problem, say the statement about the box or the letter to yourself. Then write the numbers that could be the box or the letter on your paper. You may pause here. When you're ready to move on, unpause, and we will move to part 4. Each row has pennies at the end. Touch row A. Count the cents for dimes, not the pennies. Let's see. These are a dime, so I'm going to count by tens. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40. So if I'm not counting the pennies, I know I have 40. Then we count by ones by counting the pennies. 41, 42, 43. So my answer for A is that is 43 cents. Look at row B. These are nickels. They are worth 5 cents, so we count by fives. Ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Then I add the single pennies. 25, 26, 27, 28. My answer is 28 cents. Let's do C. Ready? This one is a dime, so we're counting by tens. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Now we have pennies. We got to count by ones. 61, 62. So your answer for C is 62 cents. I want you to try D and E on your own. D's, you're counting by fives and then by ones. E, you're counting by tens and then by ones. You may pause here. When you are finished, you can unpause and we'll be moving on. Next will be in your workbook. We're on the workbook page for lesson 29. Okay, part 1 in your workbook, these are a number of families that have a small number of 5. The first small number is missing. The families in the first column are in order. They are in a different order in the other columns. Your turn. Write in the missing number for each family. You are subtracting. You're working backwards. So 7 minus 5 is blank. 8 minus 5 is blank. 9 minus 5 is blank. Part 2. These are tough subtraction problems. Work them carefully. You may pause the video and unpause when you are finished. Don't forget to borrow. Part 3 in your workbook, you're going to complete the rectangles. You won't be able to draw them exactly because you are not going to use a ruler. Touch description A. The rectangle is 5 feet high and 7 feet wide. The bottom part of the rectangle is drawn. Write the numbers for the 2 arrows in A. 5 feet high, 7 feet wide. For A, 5 feet high, 7 feet wide. Okay, so this one shows you 7. So this 5 line has to be shorter than the 7 line. So you're just connecting it. Underneath, you're going to write your number sentence. 5 times 7 equals blank square feet. Don't forget to include your label. The next one. The rectangle is 5 feet high and 4 feet wide. One side of the rectangle is already drawn. Write the numbers for the 2 arrows in B. 5 feet high and 4 feet wide. Then write your number sentence at the bottom. Do not forget your label. When you are finished, you're on the second page of the workbook. This is independent work. Go ahead and complete all of the independent work and submit when you are finished.